guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Berenje Stella. Thank you so much for the love that I'm receiving. I can only say thanks to God and to you, my subscribers. I hope to, show you more and more of this journey that I'm trying to walk with you on all things travel and tourism. So today I want us to do something together. This is something where I'm inviting you to join me to plan for our 2024 in travel. What does that look like to you? Even before we talk about the budget. And I know that it's strange to be planning something without the budget, but that's something that, let's just put it out there. Let's put it out there in the universe and we see what happens. And this is going to be my diary for 2024. Yeah, last year I showed you the other one. So this new year, I'm using this one. And before I can even get into today's video, I wanted to tell you a little bit about this because I got to learn something from this notebook. I know it's weird, but hang in there with me. So towards the end of 2023, I was honored to be in a certain meeting with, I should say, a big shot. Yes. So in that meeting, we were given these notebooks. And of course, like you can see, it's City Tires. And what caught my attention really is right from this whole thing, it's so good. And again, hang in there with me. I'm about to tell you what all this is about. The surface is just good. The whole texture of the notebook is quite nice. Also, the lock or the opener is something else that caught my attention. It's more of magnetic. You see that? Amazing, right? So when you open up, look at that. You can actually carry your cards here, your pen holder, and of course it goes on to show all their products and then the pages. Here you go with your calendar and then goes the pages right here. And this is more like what I'm writing for my 2024. And do you know what I learned from that meeting? Of course, we all know City Tires here, especially here in Uganda. I think more of their products that I always consume is maybe on the go, their supermarket, shopping from there, but also CJs, as we all know it. But one thing is consistent: attention to detail. When you look at this notebook, this diary right here, you can see that someone was very particular on everything they picked up for this one. It's just something that stood out for me, and I had to share it with you because attention to detail is actually probably the #1 role of consultancy. Yeah, as a travel consultant, that is something that I wanted to share with you. All right, let's get on to what does 2024 look like in travel for me. And I hope that you can also grab your book so that we can plan it together. Each year, one of the things that I look at is that I must travel once or twice within the country. I must visit a new place that I haven't visited within the country. So #1 is within the country. And here, basically, what I get to look at, either the national parks or the lodges or activities. Those are the 3 things that I usually look at because at the end of the day, I've got to sell it to a tourist out there. So I always look at either lodges, a park, or so a park is more like a destination or an activity. And sometimes lodges can actually be destinations to sell. If there is not so much within an area, you can sell the lodges because lately lodges have different activities that they get to offer. And for me, this year within the country, in regards to activity, I've done this before, but I want to do it again because I believe that is it really a leap of faith if you haven't done it twice, right? I'm not talking about bungee jumping. Bungee jumping, I've done it twice, and no, I'm not doing that again, at least in Uganda. Not in Uganda. I've done all there is here when it comes to bungee jumping. But this year, I want to do, wait for it, whitewater rafting. Yeah. Whitewater rafting again. May I say that I don't know how to swim, and this is not something I'm proud of. I just need to put it out there. So if you are like me and you don't know how to swim, yes, it's still an activity that you can do. We have Rafting Uganda, we have Adrift, all those are companies that you can consider for you. And this activity goes for about, it must be 250 Ugandan shillings, if I'm not mistaken, or 150, around that. By the time this video is posted, I'll have confirmed the Ugandan rate where you can enjoy it. Now, this is an activity for a group. It's not a personal, it's not really a romantic one. Even when the Nile has so many romantic activities to offer, this particular one is one for the rush. So you gotta do it with a group. So if you want to be part of my group to go and do whitewater rafting, can you comment down below with your 250K so that we get that locked in and we gotta do it this year. 2024 is a year, like I said, we gotta restart and regroup and redefine these things, redefine what, the thrill is. So that is one of the things that I have for myself in 2024. Then when it comes to the lodge, there is this lodge that I've been meaning to visit for quite some time. I've been meaning to visit Chambura Gorge Lodge. It's one of the most beautiful lodges that we have. Honestly, I even want to say it is the best. Forget all the others. I won't mention any, but trust me, and if I get to go there, you are coming with me, right? So you'll be one to judge. But Chambura Gorge Lodge, we in Queen Elizabeth National Park, is, one of, it has been on my bucket list for a while, at least. So 2024, I'm putting it in there. That is Chambura Gorge Lodge in Queen Elizabeth National Park. And of course, when it comes to the parks, I have been meaning to visit Semliki. I have visited most of Uganda. So there are just a few of the parks that I haven't. I haven't visited Rwenzori, Mount Rwenzori National Park. I have not done that. I do not think I will be hiking anytime soon. I don't know if I've told you before, but I hiked a mountain in Kisoro. Until now, I'm still dreading. So Rwenzori, nah, not now. But the park that I'm looking at is Semliki. However, Semliki is not on my list for 2024. So this is just for future. For the future, I'll visit Semliki National Park. Number 2, for me, in every year, I look at a destination within East Africa. So within East Africa, I want to visit one of the countries. Last year, I had a plan. I was meant to do the whole of, 3 major countries within East Africa by road. That is still a plan for me. And basically, I'll come from Uganda to Tanzania, through Mombasa, Kenya, and then I come back to Uganda. So that circuit right there is something that I'm putting on. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but one thing for certain, I'm visiting one East African country. And for now, I want to go back to Rwanda. There is a lot. The mere fact that I'm a consultant who sells both Uganda and Rwanda, I want to focus more on those countries, but also see what's out there. So my 2024 within East Africa, I have Rwanda, Kigali. Rwanda really is one of the countries that does not need any introduction. It stands out every single, those into sports, you have seen Visit Rwanda somewhere, somehow. We have seen them really in, where haven't we seen Rwanda? All the good books, we have seen them, really do well. So there's nothing to be said about Rwanda, despite they are doing well. I will not say anything. Rwanda is just thriving. It's that baby, I don't know, it's that thing that keeps on giving. When you look at the lodges that they have, when you look at the road structures, when you look at the service, everything that Rwanda has to offer is top notch. At least they are aiming for that. So Rwanda is on my list for 2024. And then lastly, visit outside Africa, or let's just say outside East Africa. And guys, you are going to be the first to know this, but there has been a country on my mind. I have been meaning to visit this country for quite some time for reasons best known to myself. So I'm putting this out there into the universe. So help me, Lord. But I really want to visit Egypt. Yes. So Egypt is on my list. Again, I now need to pull all the strings to see that I get to tick all this. And I'm inviting you to come onto a journey with me. Where do you want to visit 2024? Have you visited any of these places that I've mentioned? Are there any tips you can give me, or are you leaving all that to me and I'll be very sure to share with you? That is my my goodness, it's scary. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it will surely happen. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and make this your home. I love you. Until next time.